Good evening, everyone. Let me know if you're on live. Let me know if I'm here. My laptop feels really low down today. Like it's looking up at me. I'm gonna have to prop this up a little bit. It feels so low. So let me know if you're here live. Let me know if you're tuning in. Set this event up. It always puts it a week after I want it to be on, and it said next week when really I meant today. So I do apologise. Bring it on you today. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th. I think the calendar did put the 11th. So I do apologise for that. It put next week. But I'm here. I'm here. And I thought that today would be the best day ever to come and do this topic because, hello, Emma. Oh, are you missing me on a Wednesday evening? Because you saw me this morning. So you thought, I've got to join Daisy because I'm missing her. So I thought this would be a perfect topic to come on and talk about today because we've just had a bank holiday, haven't we? We've just had a bank holiday. I've just had, well, I say a holiday. It was sort of a holiday. I've just come back from Scotland. Did the NC 500 in a motorhome and it was amazing. So I've sort of had a holiday and I've had some time off as well. And believe it or not, I didn't really do that much walking or anything there either. And I got back on Friday, right? Got back on Friday. And I'm guessing that if you've been off work, you've had Monday off. You've had maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. And if you're like me, when I had a little holiday last week, maybe you've eaten things that you wouldn't normally eat while you've been off. Maybe you've done things you wouldn't normally do. Maybe you've gone out drinking. Insert whatever you've done here that you wouldn't normally do. But bank holidays, we tend to let us hair down a little bit, don't we? And we tend to just have a little bit of fun, and sometimes we go a little bit crazy, and that's fine. Like, that's fine. We all deserve to have fun. We all deserve to go out. We all deserve to have a drink and have a laugh with our friends, without feeling guilty for it. So if you did go out and if you did enjoy yourself, I'm glad you did. However, this brings me on to today's topic. So because you've all had Monday off, we've had Monday off, a lot of people struggle to start on Tuesday, which was yesterday. A lot of people struggle to start on Tuesday because it's not the start of the week. So they wait and they say, do you know what? I'll start on Monday. Monday being another week away. Another week away. A week. A full week. Emma, gonna get sick of me soon. Nah, no, I'm not. Whereas, say I got back on Friday and I could even said, oh, I'll start on Monday. I'll start getting back to my routine on Monday. It's Friday. It's Saturday tomorrow. It's a bank holiday weekend. No. But I didn't. I got started on Saturday. I went to the gym Saturday morning. I thought, let's get straight back in it, straight back onto it. And there's a reason for that. And this is the reason. These are the 3 reasons why you shouldn't start on Monday. That's a long way away. And that you should start now. And there's 3 reasons. Number 1, this is number 1. So motivation. When you have a longer period of time off, it tends to feel a lot harder to get back into it. And if you agree, let me know. For example, if you go on holiday for if you go away for a day or 2, overnight stay, normally you've not lost that much motivation because you've not been away that long. You find it easy to get back into the routine because you've not left the routine for too long. So getting back on it is a lot easier. However, if you go away for a holiday for 7 days or for 14 for 2 weeks, it's a lot harder to get back into it, isn't it? Yes. And that's because you've left your routine for such a long time. It gets harder to get back into it. So if you had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, 4 days, to then have another 7 days off, your level of motivation is going to have dropped. And normally that's because you tend to feel like you're then so much further back from your goal, fat loss goal, or any health and fitness goal that you might have. Having that extra week off of carrying on eating, drinking, not exercising, I start on Monday. You will feel further away from that goal, and it will feel a lot harder to get the motivation to start again. Also, another mindset thing around having an extra week off is, and I don't know if you've ever done this, I've heard it a lot and I've done it. Are you ready? Where you say, so that week, the week that you are in limbo for, where you don't do anything, you say, I need to get it out my system. And you binge eat or overeat more because, well, I'm having a week off, I need to get it out my system, and then I'll start again on Monday. Please let me know if you've done that. I have. I have done all of these things that I am going to be talking about today. I have done all of them. And that's how I know about them, because I've lived them, I've breathed them, and I've done them myself. I've started again on Monday. I've done the eating excessively until Monday because I need to get it out of my system, whatever that means. I need to get it out of my system. Let's eat all that chocolate. Let's have a takeaway tonight. I want to have an Indian and a Chinese and everything. Get it out of my system. Start again on Monday. Yeah? So this leads to a binge eating pattern or an overeating pattern just for the sake of it, because we need to get it out of system before Monday arrives. So that is the first reason, the motivation, and also this food thing that we have, which then again it affects our motivation, and we feel even further away from further away from our goals. I'm not sure which one to use there. If someone would like to correct me, that would be great. I did get good grades in English, but clearly not. Number two. Well, this is another reason why you shouldn't start on Monday. I tend to pig on bad food to get it out of the house. Yeah, because you're starting on Monday, so you're like, right, what's in cupboard? Full jar of Nutella. Let's get rid of it. I need to get it out of my system. I'll start on Monday. The jar of Nutella will last. Leave it. I'm saying that because I've done that as well. Biscoff. Oh God, that's nice stuff. But number two, the reason you shouldn't start on Monday: energy and mood. So, if you are inactive, inactivity leads to feeling tired, sluggish, and yes, Biscoff spread. And it can affect your mood. It can affect your level of productivity. It makes you feel grim. So the longer you are inactive for, the more sluggish, tired, and can't be arsed that you feel. The less productive that you are when you feel this way. And I'm not just saying less productive on a nutrition standpoint or an exercise standpoint. I'm talking about full stop. Work, you can't really be bothered. You can't be bothered to clean house. You can't be bothered. And things feel harder because you have less energy from sitting on your bum. It's weird. It's weird how this works, because when you rest more, if you have a week and you sit on your bum a lot more, you think, I'm going to feel so much more energized because I've sat down. However, it actually has the opposite effect. And I don't know if Emma will probably agree with me on this one. And if you are watching and you do exercise, have you ever thought about going to your gym class or the gym or Emma a boot camp? And have you ever thought, I really can't be arsed, I'm so tired? But you go anyway. And afterwards, you go, do you know what? I feel more awake. I feel better now. I've woken up. And that's the concept that I am bringing to you, is that when you are inactive and you don't do much, your productivity levels slump, you feel sluggish, you feel moody, you're more stressed, you don't get as much done. Whereas if you were to move your body and exercise, you'd actually feel more energized, more productive, and have a better week as a whole, not just nutritionally and physically, but at work. Your mood will be better, you'll feel more energized, you'll feel more positive. Also, when you're less energized and tired and sluggish, we make poor nutritional choices. We make bad choices when we're tired, when we're sluggish, when we feel like, oh, I can't be bothered. Always, and so true, yeah. You ever felt like when you're tired, and I do get like this still, so I'm not saying that I don't feel this way, because I do feel this way when I'm tired, but you ever felt when you're really tired that you just can't be bothered to eat well? And you make poor choices because you can't be bothered to cook, like ordering a takeaway. or having 5 bags of crisps in a row. I mean, I ain't done that for a while, but I have done that in the past. And just filling up on food that's just there and easy and convenient. And normally, easy and convenient is not always the best choice for us on a nutritional health standpoint. And we make poor choices. And also, this when you make poor choices with your nutrition, not only does that being tired makes you make these poor choices, but then when you've made the poor choices and eaten not so nutritional valued food, you actually feel more sluggish. It is a very vicious cycle, this, isn't it? I feel tired, I can't be bothered to cook, I'm ordering a takeaway, I've eaten a takeaway, now I feel even more sluggish, and now I feel guilty and I feel like shit because I've eaten it. And it's a vicious little cycle that we've just got ourselves in there, isn't it? With the energy and the mood and the not feeling so good about ourselves. And does anybody resonate with this? Let me know. If you're watching it on a replay as well, please let me know if you resonate with this. All of these things, like I say, are things that I have experienced. I still do experience some of them. I am not a saint or an angel by any stretch of the measure. I still struggle. I have days where I go, I can't be arsed. I know it's not a nice phrase to say. I hate saying it. But we all get like that. And it's fine. It's fine. Don't think, oh my God, she's making me feel like shit. Because that's not what I'm here to do. And I am going to give you some tips on how you can get your body moving this week without it being too strenuous and too much of an effort, let's say. Because I know that sometimes when you've had a week off, 4 days off or a few days off, it does feel a bit more effort to get into it. But it's more effort if you wait till Monday. Wait till Monday. It's going to feel even harder to get started again. And the last one is, if you are not going to start till Monday, I want you to imagine, right? Hang on, I'm going to turn to the side, right? My goal, there's my finger, can you see it? It's here. My goal is here. This is my goal. This is goal. I'll put it that way, yeah. That's my goal. Yep. Now, if I don't start again till Monday, put the finger there, I'm doing this. I don't know if I can keep my hand there and turn. I've done that. You are literally turning your back on your goal and walking in the opposite direction. That's pretty much what you're doing. You're thinking, do you know what? I've got an holiday coming up. I've got a wedding coming up. I want to feel good in my skin. I've not got much confidence. But do you know what? Nah, I'm all right, thanks. I'll go in opposite direction. And that is realistically what we are doing. And when we put it like that, it's like, well, why would we do that? Why would we do that? Because what's more painful? What is more painful? Is it more painful to start getting back into it, even a little bit? Is it more painful to do that? Or is it more painful to turn your back on these goals that must be important to you? Otherwise, you wouldn't want it in the first place, and walk in the opposite direction. Because I know what's harder is to turn you back on these really important goals that are this is gonna make you happy. You obviously want it for some reason, but instead you're saying, no, I'm gonna turn my back because the pain of having to actually move is way too much. No, don't turn your back on your goals, and think about why that goal is so important to you and why you really want it. And not just because you want to be confident, but why is confidence important? Why is it important for you to look good in your clothes? Why is it important for you to feel sexy in your clothes, confident as a woman? Why is this important? And really think about that. Don't turn your back on that, because that is important to you, and you should carry on looking in that direction and moving forward. And like I say, I'm not saying don't have time off and don't not enjoy yourself. Life is for living, life is for enjoying, but it's also about being able to say, do you know what? I've had a really good 4 days off. I went out, I got drunk with my mates, I've had a Chinese, I've had fun, but we get back on it. It's Tuesday, let's go. It's not Tuesday now, I know, it's Wednesday, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I've got a few helpful tips for you. If you are really, Emma, sounds like my life these past 6 months. If you are struggling and you're thinking, I cannot get my arse back into gear, I can't be bothered to go to the gym, my motivation's gone, If these things resonate with you and you're feeling like you are doing these 3 things, you know, maybe you're thinking, I've got these things to eat, I need to get them out of the house, I need to get it out of my system. If you are feeling tired, like you've got no energy, and what I want you to do is, number one, and you don't have to spend a lot of time doing this, but I just want you to get a piece of paper and do it because it's important, is just write down what your goal is. That's it. And why it is important. That's all I want you to do. That's the first thing. Just so you've got a little reminder of where you'd like to go and why you'd like to go there. Number 2, I'm not saying run marathons this week. I'm not saying do 20,000 miles of walking. But what I am saying is move. Just move. Just move, even if that means I'm going to do 15 minutes of walking a day, just get some fresh air and get myself back into it. Just do that. Just get off the sofa, get off the chair, and just do that 15 minutes. Just get that body moving. Yeah? Make sure nutritionally as well, right? You're eating colourful food. You don't have to drastically change your diet, but just make sure that it's not a beige diet for this week, you know, everything beige. Make sure there's fruit, vegetables, salad, you know, micronutrients, all those vitamins and minerals and all the good stuffs. Make sure that they are in your diet this week. Do not neglect them and eat beige, because it's easy to do. I know it is. And another thing is, and you probably hear people banging on about it all the time, but make sure you're getting some of this in. This in here is water. It's not gin or anything like that. So make sure you're getting plenty of water. Getting outside and walking, starting to move your body, looking at your goals, knowing where you're going to go, and get a little bit more focused so that when next Monday does come, you are already moving slowly forwards towards that Monday. And then next week, you can resume as before in your 3 days a week at the gym or whatever it is that you do. If you're doing that already, well done to you. Good. Amazing. I'm proud of you and I'm glad that you are. But if you're not, that's fine. But start off slow this week. Start off slow, because slow and steady still does win the race. You will still cross the finish line, even if you're slow and steady, even if you've not got off to the best start this week and you're thinking, well, it's already Wednesday, what's the point? What's the point? There is a point, because we've still got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday before Monday arrives. 4 days can make a massive difference. If you're binge eating, overeating, not exercising for 4 more days, I can guarantee by Monday you are going to feel even worse than what you do now. So let's get moving. Let's get moving. You can do it. You can do it. We can all do it. We can all do a bit of walking. We can all eat a little bit better. We can all get a bit more water in, and we can all write down as goals and reason why it's so important. So I hope this was a nice, informative live. I do apologise that the date was wrong on it. I need to pay more attention to that because Facebook keeps doing me over every week. So I do apologise that I'm here a week early. But I will be back next week with another topic. As always, if you've got anything that you'd like me to bring up, anything you'd like me to talk about, then just let me know, because I'd rather talk about things that you need help with, because it's more beneficial to you lot. So I'll see you next week. Thank you ever so much for watching, and have a lovely week. Get outside. Get on it. Let's go. Bye, everyone.